Hey everyone, talking about Vallee de Roses by Parfum Prissana. The notes in this are Damask rose, Persian rose, sweet orange, dates, copaiba, elemi, jasmine, myrrh, black pepper, vanilla, tobacco, amyris, pomegranate, sandalwood, cinnamon, oakmoss, and gaiac wood. That list isn't even that long in terms of notes for a fragrance by Prin Lamros. Nice, sweet, and fresh opening without the kind of austere or like powdery qualities that some really expensive, which this is high-end rose fragrances, can sometimes have. This does get a bit more powdery in the dry down, but in a dark way, more like oak moss kind of chypre dry down. The orange really brings out the bright side of the roses earlier on, at least. But then at the same time, the tobacco, the spice, the woodsy notes really balance it, so it doesn't either get too sweet and it also doesn't get too like dark or too potpourri-ish, which is another concern I sometimes have with rose-dominated scents. Very easily unisex, and I would say like unisex rose fragrances are actually really rare. Obviously, most rose fragrances tend to be feminine leaning, but there's also some like Moschino Toy Boy. There's one, definitely at least one by Parfums de Marly, and one by Raja, a couple others where there are some very masculine leaning rose fragrances, but I rarely see one that's just purely unisex. Yeah, but still undeniably rosy. I don't love it. I'm not a rose fan, and even I guess Prin Lamros couldn't change that in this case. But I do like it more than most rose scents that I've smelled, so I think if you like rose, for sure this is worth trying. If you really aren't a fan of rose, I wouldn't go out of the way to try it. This goes for $140 for a 30 ml. Very pricey, but as always with Prin, very high quality ingredients, good longevity and projection. And yeah, I mean, ultimately a good or great really version of a rose scent, but I just don't like rose, so for me it's just okay.